I know that you've told me before that your version of Snow White is different, and it's more of a 2022 version of Snow White. What did you mean by that?
I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Disney poured $370 million into turning a 1937 fairy tale into a modern box office giant. Investors toasted, executives grinned, and then, click, a single phone camera shutter inside a silent movie theater. One selfie, one awkward grin, and a row of empty red seats. Within hours, the image was everywhere, stitched, memed, and remixed into a 4-word punchline. Nobody showed up, sis. By sunrise, analysts whispered an unfathomable figure. We could bleed 800 mil. How did one rising superstar flip Disney's magic mirror into a funhouse of losses? Let's rewind the tape. Saturday night, opening weekend. Rachel Zegler breezes through the lobby with 2 friends, phone at the ready. 2 tickets, please. The cashier looks surprised. Nobody else is buying. She struts inside, pans the camera, and the audience gasps, because there isn't an audience. Row after row of polished seats gleam back like empty coffins for Disney's latest dream. She flashes a smile. Was it humble? Was it desperation? The clip hits TikTok before the credits roll. Commenters savage, "Girl, you just live-streamed your own career funeral." Corporate spreadsheets refresh in real time. Accountants swallow hard. The premiere that should have thundered is now a ghost whisper, and the whisper carries, "If Snow White can't fill seats, what can?" But the public humiliation had an origin story, and it started with one sentence that aged worse than spoiled milk. Flashback 6 months. Press junket energy, ring light glow, Rachel lounges in a plush chair and declares, "At every event, people will wait in line to see me." Confidence? Sure. But online, cockiness plays on hard mode. The clip hibernates until that ghost town selfie drops, then it explodes. Meme makers splice the boasts over footage of ushers counting tumbleweeds. The phrase mutates into t-shirts, reaction gifs, even theater marquees. No lines detected. What could have been harmless hype now feels like prophecy gone wrong. Still, arrogance alone rarely bankrupts an empire. The real torpedo was fired on a red carpet drenched in flashbulbs. Picture premiere day headlines begging for positivity. Instead, Rachel steps to the mic and shrugs at Walt Disney's crown jewel. The original Snow White? Honestly, kinda weird. The prince? Low-key a stalker. Reporters blink. Disney historians choke on their popcorn. The 1937 film that rescued animation from the Great Depression gets slapped as misogynistic on international television. Nostalgia dads feel insulted, moms feel blindsided, kids feel confused. Twitter threads roast, "Imagine starring in a remake you openly hate." Suddenly, the marketing slogan morphs into a dare. Come watch a movie its own lead calls creepy. Advanced ticket sales dive. And when backlash flooded her mentions, Rachel chose defiance over diplomacy. Hours after the red carpet fumble, critics fill her feed. Rachel fires back, "No need your business, thanks." 8 words. Infinite damage. In PR school, you learn Rule 1, never tell potential customers to buzz off. Families screenshot the quote, "Share in group chats, vow to spend their $60 Saturday elsewhere." Conservative pundits frame it as Hollywood elitism. Progressive fans cringe at the tone. Disney PR uses every synonym for "please stop tweeting." Yet, external, fights were only half the storm. Internally, a rumored Cold War brewed with a certain evil queen. Snow White's mirror cracked on set gossip. Rachel allegedly shaded Gal Gadot as pageant queen pretty. Cameras caught frosty body language and tabloid sites devoured it. When threats against Gadot spiked, Disney quietly upgraded her security detail. Suddenly, a children's fairy tale needed bodyguards. Fans picked sides. Shark Team Queen versus Chakra Team Snow. Each post turned hype into hunger, for drama, not tickets. But nothing polarizes faster than politics, and the 2024 election poured rocket fuel on the fire. November 6, 2024. Election results spark nationwide tension. Rachel opens Instagram stories and vents. "Fun you, Donald Trump. May his supporters never know peace." She tags Thatcher "Free Palestine for good measure." Screenshots sprint across the internet. Overnight, half the country feels attacked. The other half applauds and screenshot donates. Disney, built on theme park neutrality, panics. Executives charter a red-eye to coach their star, but the post stays live for days. Finally, a corporate-hired social media fixer steps in, issuing a classic PR apology. Hatred and anger have moved us away from peace. Yet the damage is baked in. A family brand now looks like a battlefield. As the smoke thickened, studio suits tried the oldest tactic in Hollywood: distance and disappear. Meetings behind mirrored conference room glass turn ruthless. Toy Story 5? Quietly recast. Pirates reboot? Script rewrite without her? A Blumhouse horror trilogy? Stuck in limbo. Agents? Once ecstatic, stop returning calls. Trade magazines? Deploy the dreaded phrase, brand liability. Meanwhile, Snow White staggers through its marketing tour on life support. Every interview pre-screened, every tweet sanitized by committee. You can smell desperation when a billion-dollar conglomerate starts fact-checking emojis. And the internet? It doesn't whisper. It howls, turning corporate chaos into shared comedy. Release day arrives amid boycott hashtags, Lebanese bans, and an avalanche of reaction videos. Seat map screenshots glow more blue than a Smurf parade. Review aggregator scores sink lower than high school GPA nightmares. TikTok audio trends splice Rachel's "people will wait in line" quote over footage of deserted malls. Analysts calculate even a $400 M global haul means a $200 M dent before toy aisle returns or streaming write-downs. Disney's Q2 earnings call tips its hand. Snow White sits on the ledger like a poisoned apple worth hundreds of millions in red. Transition to wrap-up. Numbers tell part of the story, but every disaster has a signature moment that brands itself on public memory. Was it arrogance? Politics? A feud fit for tabloids? Maybe. But scroll back to that fateful selfie, the star of a $370 million spectacle, alone in a silent auditorium. 20 seconds of shaky phone footage transformed rumor into reality. Audiences saw empty seats and thought, "Why should I be the first to break the curse?" From that instant, the box office freefall felt inevitable. Yet look closer and you'll see a mosaic of smaller cracks. A risky quote here, a clap back there, a midnight rant everywhere. Each chip weakened Disney's enchanted mirror until the selfie merely showed us the shattered pieces. So tell me, did Rachel Zegler press the self-destruct button, or was Snow White doomed the moment Disney decided to rewrite a fairy tale by committee? Drop your take below, and hey, check those seats before they vanish like, well, an $800 million magic trick. Please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the comments.
Yeah.
Weird.